Hello everyone, my name is Paul. Welcome to my channel, Improve Man. I'm going to talk a little bit business today in a sense where I moved to Dallas, Texas almost 3 years ago. I started a service business in Dallas, Texas just over 2 years ago. I didn't know a single soul in Dallas except for a friend of mine that lives close by that moved here a year before me, so he didn't know people either. So I didn't know any fabricators, I didn't know any contractors, I didn't know anybody. And I do stone repair and restoration, meaning mostly countertops for now, natural stone, quartz, anything like that, chips, restoring marble kitchens, any kind of damage to stone countertops, pretty much. So when I came here, I started the business, didn't know anyone. And I just wanted to share with you because my business over the first 2 years, right now I just started year 3. Over the first 2 years, it grew pretty good. I'll say this, I've made more money self-employed this year than I made in my previous job as a project manager in a high-end fabrication shop in 2 years. And I've worked many less hours. I'll be honest, I've had much less stress, much more time for my family and kids. And I'm just much happier because if this is the beginning and this is just year 2, imagine what year 3, 4, and 5 going to bring. If I go about it the same way and improve on what I've been doing. So just wanted to share what I did in the first 2 years of opening my service business to be able to grow my business slowly, not crazy fast, slowly, but in a way that I'm getting the right clientele, I'm working with the right people, and I never get problems being paid for jobs. I never have problems dealing with clients unhappy with my work. Every single client I do work for is happy with my work because they know exactly what they're getting before I'm even there. So, originally when I came here, I didn't know anybody. I couldn't even talk to anybody yet. Of course, you have to register your business. You have to get some business cards. You're going to need those. People will ask you for it while you're working for them if you're doing a good job. And then I started to think what I'm supposed to do to market myself in the cheapest possible way, but an effective one. So I think the cheapest way, which is free, is if you have a business and you're registered and you're legal in the way you're supposed to be. There's no point in hiding, so definitely set up an Instagram account. I'm not an Instagram fan. I don't really use a personal Instagram account, nothing, but I've noticed that Instagram has been working well for me business-wise. If you want to advertise on Instagram, it's also cheap. I've tried that a couple of times. I've gotten clients from it, so it's not bad, but it's free to set up an account. You post on a regular basis every day or every other day. You put the right tags in, location in, and people find you. And I've also gotten people from TikTok. TikTok has been working for me as well to promote the business. I haven't been doing much work on TikTok, but whatever I've done, I've had clients coming from there too, and it's completely free. So that's a good way to start. Start social media. Facebook, I don't like it. It has not worked for me. And when I started trying to advertise there, maybe I don't know what I'm doing on it. It just ate up my money, and that was it. So I don't suggest it. I suggest TikTok and I suggest Instagram. I think it's the easiest to grow, especially TikTok, and to have success with it. So TikTok is good, Instagram is good. That's what I did for free. Now, second thing I did is in the past I've used Google Ads, where if somebody's searching for a business or a service on Google, my business comes out on the first page most of the time with a short description and you can click on it. And sometimes people set it up where you click on the ad and it goes to your website. I don't do that. It doesn't make sense for me. My ads are set up in a way on Google Ads where if somebody clicks my ad because they're interested in it, first of all, it only shows up on mobile phones. So if somebody's searching for my kind of service on a mobile phone, they will find my business, they will find my ad, and if they're interested, they will click it, and automatically when they click that ad, it calls me. It automatically dials my number so they could directly speak to me instantly. Every customer that calls me, I make them as comfortable as I can. Whatever service they need, a lot, not a lot, but let's say half of my jobs are smaller jobs, being, repairing chips, repairing seams in stone countertops, sinks that disconnect from granite countertops and have to be reconnected. People finding out that plumbers don't do that. They hook up the plumbing, but they won't mount your sink to your granite. At least most of them won't. So that's what I do. But most of my work is like marble kitchen restorations. So if you have a beautiful marble kitchen, white marble, you had it for a couple of years, and then it develops scratches and etching and chips and things like that, that kitchen has to be fully restored. So depending on the kitchen size, it takes me a day or two to do it. Kitchen is off limits while I'm working on it. Now, what I do when I speak with clients or possible clients is I request photographs of whatever damage they have on their countertops. If I don't feel comfortable enough, and sometimes it happens, but rarely, to make a decision of how much work I have to put in and what the price of it would be, I try to go there and look at it if the job is big enough. If most of the time, after looking at the photos, knowing where they're located, I'm able to say how much time I have to put in on that job, what kind of work I have to put in, how many hours, how much I have to charge for it. So I give the client the price. I sometimes send them, before and after photos of similar work that I've done. And I try to describe to them as clearly as I possibly can what the result of the repair will be. Some repairs you will never repair in a way like the damage never happened. It's impossible most times. So I always stress to the customer that it might be slightly visible. I'll do the best to match whatever I have to match or do whatever I have to do. But this is what it might look like. I send them a before and after of a previous job that was similar to that and describe it to them as clearly as I can so they understand exactly, because of the photos and my description, what they can expect from the repair. And when they're comfortable with that, that's when they feel comfortable with you. Because I always tell my customers, listen, I want you to understand as best as possible what I can do for you, what the end result will be. This is what you're paying for. This is most likely how much time it's going to take me. So there is no issues. And then when I'm on the job, of course, I know I can deliver what I promised because I don't overpromise, but I always try to go a little bit better. So over-deliver to what I promised to the customer. That's what I try to do. And I haven't had one issue in just over 2 years in Dallas with a client that was unhappy with my work, because they know exactly what they're getting, what they're paying for, and there's no issue. Second thing is, keep a schedule. I put all my appointments for jobs on Google Calendar. My wife is hooked up to the Google Calendar on her phone, so she sees my exact work schedule, so we need to plan something or do something together. It's easy for her, no issues. I don't hide anything. If I'm not working, I'm home. Another thing is, if you tell a client, I always give a window to the client. I don't give them an exact time. I always give a window. You don't know what it's going to be on the road. You don't know if you're going to hit traffic. You don't know if there's going to be an accident, or you don't know what's going to happen. So what I do is I tell my clients, okay, I'll be there between 9 and 10, let's say, in the morning. And that's when I'm there. If I'm running late, I communicate. Listen, I'm stuck in traffic. I will not make the time that I said. I will be 20, 30 minutes late or whatever. So they know. They don't wait around for me, just wondering to themselves, is he coming? Did he forget about me or anything? And I also make it a point that most of my appointments are confirmed the day before. So I confirm them. I text the customer. I say, listen, we have an appointment for tomorrow. Just confirming, making sure everything is, good to go. And that's pretty much that. So communication, transparency, don't overpromise. And one more thing I did with advertising is I contacted Google, and they have this service which you can have a business listing and be verified by Google. So you have this little Google check mark on there. Not every business has that. It gives you a little bit of a plus, because I've noticed people look at that listing a little bit more. They read my reviews, they look at my work, photographs, and they call me and they say, listen, you got great reviews. We want to hire you to do this and that. And a lot of times I'm not even selling my service anymore. It's my listing and my reviews sold my service. They want to hire me. The only thing is when and how much, and that's it. So it's definitely worth to do that. So get your business, get them listed on Google. Contact Google if I can. I'll if you have questions how to do that, I can make a video on it or whatever. But I believe the service is verified by Google, or business verified by Google, and you should get some instructions on how to do that. But that definitely helped me out, and it's growing. Of course, I'm after over 2 years, I'm getting recommended from people. That's a huge plus, because I do good work and I'm always punctual, and I do what I'm supposed to do. I don't change my prices while I'm on the job unless it's something specifically extra that wasn't discussed originally. And that's pretty much it. Be punctual, be transparent, communicate with your clients, and do what you promise, and try to give them more than you promise. That's all you have to do, and you will grow. And then, working with people, working with contractors, working with fabricators, working with other people, always treat them like they're your clients pretty much. They give you clients, but they're your clients pretty much. So the same thing, transparent, communication, punctual, no issues. And be as clear as you can be. If you want deposits on certain jobs, you tell them. Receipts, invoices, estimates, you got to send those out. And that's pretty much it. Just be honest. It's pretty much about honesty and doing what you say you can do. Lying doesn't pay off. Overpromising doesn't pay off. Your business just suffers. You get bad reviews. You don't get recommended. You actually get anti-recommended, because people tell about your business to other people and they say, do not hire these people. Do not hire this company. I've never had that done to me. So I hope this kind of helps somebody. If they're starting a new business, this has worked for me, and it's worked pretty good. I'm in year 3 now, and I'm at a point where I'm thinking from year 2 to year 3, I can possibly double my income, because it's becoming a little bit easier for me, and I understand now what works, what doesn't work for me. So any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer and help out any possible way that I can. Enjoy your day, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.